Hello, guys. I'd like to talk to you today about a strange phenomena, a strange thing that happened to me. It would have to be my nose is itching now. Anyway, this happened in the year 2004 on my second trip to China. I went to a retreat in Wudang Shan, which is the Wudang Mountains, or in English it's called Wutang, but it's actually spelled Wudang and pronounced Wudang, Wudang. And so uh, the retreat was you studied about Taoist and Buddhist Qigong. Qigong is a kind of like exercise, like gymnastics, like where you move your body very slowly and purposefully, and you can direct chi or energy around your body. It's like a meditation. There's different forms of qigong. Anyway, I was doing this meditation, right? And we were all doing it. There's only about four, and they were all Westerners anyway. And so I realized it was like not a scam or a con, but it's something to make money. It cost about £600, I think, for was it 2 weeks? But then the course ended up. It stopped after about a week and a bit because the teacher, he promised us that we can go and meditate in the huts, but he thought he was going to get lots of foreigners, lots of Westerners there. He can make more money. And then he said, "Oh no, it's too dangerous for Westerners to stay there. I've changed my mind." This guy was not a con man, but a cheat, as they say in Chinese, pianzi, pianren. So that's what they say in Chinese. It's a very common term. There's lots of cheating going on, not only in China, but I'm saying, because I live there, that's what I experience. And Chinese people cheat each other. They don't just cheat Westerners. People who've got lots of money, or they think they've got lots of money. So, yeah, so we did Qigong, and it was, we had simple meals of rice, just plain rice and vegetables. And then the teacher was eating, and he was eating like a nice meal of, I don't know, pork, meat. And we asked him, how comes you're not eating the rice and vegetables? He said, well, you're studying, you're students. And so there was another time we were talking about abstinence, sexual abstinence to keep your jing, your sexual energy. And one student asked, "Do you do that?" He said, "No, I don't, because I've got a family. I've got a wife, And we started to think this is all a con. But anyway, forget about that. Something happened to me on either the first night or second night. Could have actually been the first night, and it's either of two things, right? Either I had some kind of problem with my brain. I taxed it. I pushed it too much, and something happened. Or I had a spiritual experience. You guys can tell me. I don't know. But ever since that time, after that time, I was too scared to do meditation. So let me tell you what happened. I think it was the first night. I went to bed, and so we did 1.5 hours of meditation 3 times a day. So that's 4.5 hours. That's a lot. And that first night, I looked outside the window and I looked at the misty mountains. I thought, so great. I'm in Mt Wudang, the 72 peaks. And I felt, it was so great, that I'd finally come to China. And because that was my dream, to go to China, to go live in the mountains, and meet a kung fu, a martial arts master, an old guy with a big beard. Obviously, I was watching too many of those Hong Kong movies, those martial arts movies. But, that was my dream, and I'd reached China and my goal. Well, I thought I did anyway. But that's another story. So what happened was I fell asleep, okay? And in the middle of my sleep, I was woken up by a massive white light. It was huge. It was, when I say huge, I mean it wasn't like a white light that you see in the periphery, or I saw a sun, or a. It encompassed everything. There was no darkness. There was just white. And the reason I was scared is because all I can remember is maybe it was like I was in blackness. It was black, and then suddenly pew, white. It's hard to explain because I I can't remember if I was dreaming, but my eyes were closed and it was black. And then suddenly inside my brain there was something that, the complete the opposite extreme, like white. It wasn't like the white that you see here. It was a pure white. It's a brilliant white. It's just like a white that you've never seen before. Maybe because of the contrast of the blackness and complete whiteness. And so I got up off my bed and I was sweating. I was so shocked, and I was just sitting there waiting to, maybe I'm going to die. Maybe I had a brain hemorrhage or something. And it never happened. After about 15 minutes, I started to feel sleepy again and I went to bed. And since that time, the next few days, I wasn't meditating properly. I was showing the teacher that I was meditating, but then I was thinking about what I'm going to do later on, girls, this, that. I made sure I didn't focus too much. I didn't meditate the way he was telling me. That was bloody scary. Sorry to use that word, but it's just so scary. And I haven't meditated for years because of that. I didn't know what the hell that thing was. Was it God? Because they say God is like a brilliant white light, And yeah, that was just so scary. And I'd love to experience it again, but it was just so shocking, such a contrast between complete blackness and complete whiteness in a split second. Enough to make you jolt you out of your sleep. Wherever I was, I don't know where I was, if I was dreaming, if I wasn't dreaming, I don't know what stage of sleep I was. I bloody got up, boom, I got up. And nothing happened. And one of the students there, he was a TCM, a traditional Chinese medicine student, and a Greek guy, but he was blonde and he had an American accent. Whilst I was telling the teacher this, I said, what could it be? That teacher didn't know anything. He said, oh, I don't know. And the TCM guy said, oh, maybe you got a brain tumor. And he was laughing with two of the other students. What an idiot. Yeah, an idiot, because I was worried. I actually, I'm a quite gullible person. And so, so that was my experience. It was a really shocking experience. So I don't know if any of you guys have had this kind of experience before. When I was a child, I wasn't meditating or anything. I saw like a cloud the size of maybe 3 or 2 soccer balls, in the corner of the room. It was brownish, red, like different colors, I think. And only I can see it. My parents couldn't see it. And it was like 3D. It was there moving around. That's the only time I had a weird experience, really weird experience. And then in 2004, when I saw this flash, it's a massive flash of light. And that was after meditating. So it could have been that I put my brain under pressure. But it wasn't the meditation where you focus hard or anything. It was a meditation where you think about emptiness, where basically, I could explain it another time, but you're sitting down and you visualize your body and you move out of your body and you're not part of your body. And then you see your body. Obviously, you can become the observer, you're away from your body. And then you're engulfed in blackness. You see your body engulfed in blackness, in the emptiness. And you're a speck of consciousness, but you can see, but you can't see. Everything is blackness. You can feel the awareness that you're a speck of consciousness, just a speck. And that was the meditation. And keep, obviously you think of things and you keep bringing yourself back into the moment, into the present moment, into that moment, basically one pointing, they call it. But I don't know if it's one pointing or emptiness. This is something in between. You can't really have in between, but it's something like that. Yeah, so that was really strange, and it's never happened again because I've never dared to meditate in that way again. So maybe I can start to meditate and see what happens. I just fear that thing in the middle of the night, a massive light. It's a jolt from inside, like it's in the center of your brain. It's as if you have a sun inside, a light bulb inside your brain, and someone switches it on. But it's like 100 light bulbs. It's like a sun, and it's white. It's not yellow like the sun. It's white. It's like a white you've never seen before. White. This sounds crazy. I know it's probably like I put my brain under so much pressure, but I didn't think it was a lot of pressure. So I don't know. So anyway, I'm very talkative today because of the sun. So when it's a sunny day, I feel kind of high because of the winter. I haven't had all that serotonin, and now I have higher than usual serotonin. So it's a good thing, and I'm more. It's easier for me to make videos. I'm more chatty. So. All right, if you guys have had any similar experiences, please let me know, and write down your comment below. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, share, and do whatever. Okay, thank you for listening to me, and again, thank you for your lovely comments. I really mean it. You can see in my face that I mean it. I'm not just saying it. I've never had people saying nice things about me in my life not because people are bad. It's because I thought people were not nice, and also I never associate myself with people, so I never gave people the chance. So now that there is this chance, I'm giving people the chance. So I think all of you guys that, there's that thing called karma. What you give is what you get. All the stuff that you're giving to me, you're going to get back somehow. I don't know how. But if there is a God, if there is a universal power, they know how happy I am. And all that is going to come back to all of you guys. So if you feel happy in the next few days, you know why. All right. Thank you very much. See you next time.
When the walls are